The ethical dilemmas of autonomous cars. In this scenario-based learning, you will be playing the role of Jerry. This is Jerry, a 35-year-old software developer who wants to buy a Level 5 autonomous car. But, he never actually did any research on the autonomous car, so he is hoping the car dealer can explain it to him. Jerry walks into an autonomous car dealership place.
Hi, how may I assist you today?
I want to buy an autonomous car, so I want to learn more about it.
First you must understand autonomous car have 5 levels. Level 0, no automation. This describes your everyday car. Just your ordinary cruise control to help with long-distance driving and minimize the risk of a speeding ticket from a lead foot. Level 1, driver assistance. Here we can find your adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist to help with driving fatigue. Adaptive cruise control will keep a safe distance between you and the car ahead of you by using radars and/or cameras to automatically apply to brake when traffic slows, and resume speed when traffic clears. Lane keep assist will help nudge you back into the lane should you veer off a bit. These systems will assist drivers but still require the driver to be in control. Level 2, partial automation. This is where it gets a bit more interesting. Although the driver must have hands on the wheel and be ready to take control at any given moment, Level 2 automation can assist in controlling speed and steering. It will help with stop-and-go traffic by maintaining the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, while also providing steering assist by centering the car within the lane. Level 3, conditional automation. Level 3 autonomous vehicles are capable of driving themselves, but only under ideal conditions and with limitations, such as limited access divided highways at a certain speed. Although hands are off the wheel, drivers are still required behind the wheel. A human driver is still required to take over should road conditions fall below ideal. Level 4, high automation. Level 4 autonomous vehicles can drive themselves without human interactions but will be restricted to a specific area. Level 5, full automation. At Level 5 autonomy we arrive at true driverless cars. Level 5 capable vehicles should be able to monitor and maneuver through all road conditions and require no human interventions whatsoever, eliminating the need for a steering wheel and pedals. Combine a Level 5 autonomous car with a capable voice assistant.
Wow, that is a lot of information. What about the decision-making process of the car? If I had an accident, do I have any liability?
You don't need to worry about liability. The car manufacturer will cover the liability of the accident while the car is in autonomous mode. There is 3 different ethic decision-making algorithm that customer can choose to install. The 3 choices are an algorithm that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, an algorithm that would save the passenger at any cost, or an algorithm that uses statistical survey on moral dilemmas. The statistical survey collected over 40 million of decisions from millions of people in 233 countries and territories. The results of the survey are generated moral dilemmas and collect information on the decisions that people make between 2 destructive outcomes.
What does it mean by save as many lives as possible in an accident?
For example, imagine when an autonomous car is boxed in by other cars on the highway, and suddenly some heavy object falls off the truck in front of the autonomous car. Where autonomous car can't stop in time, so will it turn left to hit an SUV or turn right to hit a motorcycle? Should it prioritize the passenger's safety and hitting the motorcycle? Minimizing danger to others by not swerving even if it means hitting the large object and sacrificing your life? Or take the middle ground and chance by hitting the SUV, which has a high passenger safety rating? So what should the self-driving car do? Under this situation, the algorithm that saves as many lives as possible will self-sacrifice, minimizing danger to others by not swerving even if it means hitting the large object and sacrificing your life.
What? Self-sacrificing? I don't think I want to choose an algorithm that will kill me.
Yes, a lot of customers has the same reaction when they heard about it.
I understand the algorithm that saves the passenger at any cost. It means to use other methods except for the one that sacrifices the passenger. Jerry, how about the algorithm that uses statistical survey on moral dilemmas?
The statistical-based algorithm uses an online survey like Moral Machine to collect data on how we want the self-driving cars to react. The survey proposes a series of trade-offs, each with some gruesome options, and asks the viewer to select the choice they would make in the given situation. The fundamental findings seemed somewhat unsurprising. People would opt to save more lives when possible, children rather than adults, and people rather than animals in Western culture. This is a socially acceptable ethical algorithm in Western culture society. Also, depending on the country, it will have a different set of the ethical algorithm, since the statistical-based algorithm will be split by cultures. Eastern culture would opt to save people rather than animals, save the pedestrians and save the lawful ones. Latin culture would opt to children rather than adults, save people with higher status and save the females rather than males.
What does it mean by lawful?
Okay, using the same example as before, imagine when an autonomous car is boxed in by other cars on the highway, and suddenly some heavy object falls off the truck in front of the autonomous car. Where autonomous car can't stop in time, so will it turn left to hit a motorcycle without a helmet or turn right to hit a motorcycle with a helmet? If you say the motorcycle with a helmet because she's more likely to survive, then aren't you penalizing the responsible motorist? If you instead say the biker without the helmet because he is acting irresponsibly, then are you doing street justice?
Wow, I understand now. Should Jerry buy the autonomous car that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident? No, for Jerry's choice of both ethical and safe for the passenger, this won't meet his expectations since it might self-sacrifice to save as many lives as possible. While most people approve of self-driving cars, they are not willing to buy self-sacrificing cars. Should Jerry buy the autonomous car that would save the passenger at any cost? Yes, for Jerry's choice of both ethical and safe for the passenger, this will meet his expectation on the safety part. The ethical, on the other hand, will offend the public generals because it means sacrificing other people that aren't in the car. This is a social dilemma that companies have to make when they are programming the autonomous car. Even a big company like Mercedes-Benz once admits automated autonomous cars would run over a child rather than swerve and. Should Jerry buy the autonomous car that would make the decision on the statistical-based algorithm? It depends on which culture Jerry lives in. If it is in the Eastern culture, then yes, Jerry should buy the statistical-based algorithm. The Eastern culture would opt to save people rather than animals, save the pedestrians and save the lawful ones. They don't opt to save more lives when possible, which will less likely to self-sacrifice. Also, this algorithm is a socially acceptable ethic choice by the majority. Who should be liable when Level 5 autonomous car gets in an accident? With fully autonomous vehicles, the software and vehicle manufacturers are expected to be liable for any at-fault collisions, under existing automobile products liability laws, rather than the human occupants, the owner, or the owner's insurance company. Volvo has already announced that it will pay for any injuries or damage caused by its fully autonomous car, which it expects to start selling in 2020.